This is the Al-Haram Mosque. It is considered to be the most holy mosque in the world. It is located in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and is the location for the Hajj pilgrimage, performed by all Muslims at least once in their life, if possible. The Al-Haram Mosque is centered around the sacred Kaaba. Islamic tradition says that the Kaaba was the first house built for worship of Allah in 2130 BCE, made by Abraham and his son Ishmael. According to tradition, Muhammad the Prophet escaped Mecca and fled to Medina because of an assassination plot against him. Upon returning to Mecca, he and his son smashed all idols in and around Kaaba and cleansed it. This was the beginning of the Islamic rule over the Kaaba. Abraham and his son Ishmael were the first people considered to start the construction of the Al-Haram. However, in the 7th century, Caliph Omar ibn al-Khattab was the first man to begin renovations of the Al-Haram. He built a 1.5-meter tall wall to form an outdoor prayer area around the shrine of the Kaaba. However, today, the Hajar-ul-Aswad, also called the Black Stone, is believed to be the only remnant of the original structure when built by Abraham. This black stone is situated on the lower side, eastern corner of the Kaaba. Many rituals are performed by Muslims which reflect the important effects of the religion on Al-Haram and Al-Haram's important effects on the religion. One very important ritual practiced by Muslims all around the world is uniting in daily prayer. During prayer, they must lay down and face the direction of the Kaaba, no matter where they are situated in the world. The direction of prayer towards the Kaaba is called the Qibla, and it symbolizes unity in worshiping one Allah. Another important ritual performed by Muslims when they travel to Al-Haram is symbolic of a historical event when Hagar, who was Abraham's wife, walked back and forth in search of water between two hills, one called Safa and one called Marwa. She walked back and forth between these hills for days in search of water for her son Ishmael, who was dying of thirst. She continued to walk until one day God blessed her with a well, which was filled with water. The two hills, Safa and Marwa, are 450 meters apart. Safa is 1 mile from Kaaba, and Marwa is 100 meters from Kaaba. Another important tradition practiced by Muslims when they travel to Al-Haram is the circumambulation around the Kaaba. This also means walking around the Kaaba 7 times counterclockwise. This is believed to show the unity of the people as they all walk together around the Kaaba, and as they walk around the Kaaba, they all pray together to their one true God, Allah. Although many consider Al-Haram to be the center of Islamic religion because it is Islam's most sacred site, Islam is practiced by thousands of Muslims all around the world. Islam is a universalizing religion, and it is constantly spreading around the world. This map depicts the spread of Islam across the world over time. The yellow color on the map represents areas that practice Islam around the time when Islam was first created. As time passes, the orange map represents how Islam steadily spreads over time. The red color represents how far Islam has spread up to today's day and age. Based on the trends of this map, Islam will only continue to spread to other regions around the world. Ever since the beginning of the construction of Al-Haram by Abraham and his son Ishmael, Al-Haram has constantly gone through expansions and renovations. There is a controversy over the more expansion of Al-Haram because many other sacred and historic buildings have been destroyed in order to expand Al-Haram. Some examples of this is the house where Muhammad was born was demolished and rebuilt as a library. The first Islamic school where Muhammad taught was flattened in order to lay down marble tiles. Also, the well that appeared to Hagar when she was in search for water for her son Ishmael was demolished. There is no clear solution to this problem, as the sacred and historic sites have already been demolished. However, in order to avoid further conflict, the expansion of Al-Haram must end. The reason I chose Al-Haram for my site in this project is due to a friend that I met in college. One day I went into his room and I found a mat on the floor. I asked him what this rug was for, and he said it was a prayer rug that all Muslims use daily in order to pray. When they prayed, though, he said that they had to face Kaaba in Mecca, which is in Saudi Arabia. This interested me very much. I had never heard anything like this, and when I found out that I had the option to pick this site for this project, there was no doubt in my mind that I wanted to learn more. This project has broadened my view and knowledge about sacred places. The only sacred places I have ever encountered or learned about are ones of the Christian religion. At first glance, when someone who is unfamiliar with Islam is told that Al-Haram is the most sacred mosque in the world, they most likely picture a large building that people go to worship. At least that's what I pictured. After doing this project, I am amazed at how intricately the mosque is intertwined in the Islamic faith. There are many symbolic and important rituals practiced by Muslims at Al-Haram that I would have never learned about without doing this project. This project has given me a new appreciation for all sacred places of all religions. It has made me realize that you can barely scratch the surface of the significance and importance of a sacred place to its group of people without putting in the time and effort to learn more and research.